Hi, today we'll learn how to create EC2 instance, especially Windows, into using Terraform in AWS. So when we create an EC2 Windows instance, it has multiple steps, right? So we'll look into it, the high level steps we follow to create an EC2 instance in AWS. So first step is to set up AWS credentials, right? So whenever we are out of the AWS, then we need to have the secret key and access key. Using this credential, we can create our infrastructure in AWS. But if we are setting up our Terraform inside the AWS, like we are installing the Terraform in one of the EC2 machine, then we will give some uh, access to this machine so that this machine should not have any access key and secret key. But we are creating or install our Terraform in outside of the AWS. That's why we need this access key and secret key. So we'll set up these credentials. Then we'll create a TF configuration file where we'll mention all the resources, and then we'll initialize the Terraform, validate the Terraform, will preview the changes, right? Or we will preview the infrastructure we are creating in AWS, and then we will apply the changes that will create your infrastructure in AWS. We are creating a Windows uh, instance. Top of that, we have the security group, inbound roles, some internet gateway or net gateway, right? So those BPC subnet. So those mandatory infrastructure should be associated with the EC2 machine. And once the infrastructure is created or EC2 is created, then we will access the EC2 instance. How we can access the instance? We will generate the password and launch the instance and then log in the instance. Once our demo is done, then we will destroy the instance. And this way we say we can create our EC2 instance in AWS using Terraform. This is the time to have a demo. Let's move to a demo. Now we are in the AWS. First of all, we'll go to the IAM and quickly look how to create a user. IAM, and inside the user section I have already created one user. You can create a user like Terraform admin, and once you create a user you can add permissions, right? I have already given Amazon EC2 full access and Amazon BPC full access because we are creating the EC2 and BPC. We have already discussed how to create a user and all in my previous video. If you want to see, then you can go to my previous video, create EC2 instance, the Ubuntu instance using Terraform. So once it is there, let's move to the EC2 again. See, there is no instance available for now. Okay, so let's create on launch so that we can see how we can get our images, right? So we would need some AMI, Windows AMI. So when you launch instance, we have to select the AMI here. Like I want the Windows instance, I just click the Windows, and this is the AMI. I'm using this one, the free one, Windows Server 2022 base. If you click here, there are other images also available. So because I just want to create an instance from this image, so I'll use this one, right? So let's move to the code. Now we are in Visual Studio Code. So if you can see, provider, reason, reason is app south 1, it is Mumbai region, and access key and secret key. So this access key and secret key, we have created this in the AWS. So we will use this access key and secret key. Now another resource we will create AWS BPC. The cider block enable DNS support. This feature will be enabled. Now subnet. Again we divided our subnet from the BPC also, and security group. I'm giving port 00 all port from and to and all the protocol, and I'm giving my own IP address to access my machine, so only I can access this machine. AWS instance technique can group. So AMI, whatever we have shown right in AWS, this is the AMI instance type, EC2 micro key name. This is the key name. You can create your own key and give it here. Subnet here, BPC security group ID, BPC ID. Again, you can see the AWS security group, not here. AWS BPC dot technique can group BPC, right? So subnet is this security group. The security group ID equals to the AWS security group dot technique can group security group, right? So AWS security group dot technique can group security group ID. And similarly, the subnet you can give initial password. This not work here, so I'm just initializing some running some PowerShell command using user data. In the PowerShell command, net user administrator, I'm giving the password of it. Let's see it will work. Either we need to generate a new password, and also we need to enable WinRM. WinRM I'm enabling here because uh, in Ansible we need to enable the VRM to connect the Windows server. So later on in other video I will show you how this WinRM will work, right, for the Ansible. So quick config quiet and set this maximum, this one. Set WinRM service allow unencrypted basic and basic, the service and client of basic. So these things should be enabled so that we can access through Ansible. And we are just adding rules when RM HTTP this one 5985, or should we open this port, right? And again disable Windows Defender firewall. So we are just disabling the Windows firewall Defender. Now similarly we have seen this earlier also. We are creating the internet gateway route table, and then we are associating route table, right? Subnet with the route table, and then output of the DNS, right? The DNS name. So public IP and DNS. So this is the code. Let's move to the Terraform to execute this code, right? Now we are in command prompt. Let's see the file, the IR. You can see the main.pf file. We have already seen this file in Visual Studio Code. Now let's type some command. This will initialize all the plugins, providers and all. Now it's installed all the plugins and packages. Now let's validate the file. Now the file is validated, no issue at all. Let's preview the infrastructure. Using Terraform plan, we will preview the infrastructure in AWS. Now you can see the infrastructure is what we are creating: the instance, the AMI instance detail, the internet gateway, the route table, route table association, security group, subnet, VPC. The seven in the plan we are adding seven resources. Right now, let's create it. CS. So the instances are created. Let's go to the browser and see the instance is created or not. The instance section in AWS not showing, but let's refresh it. Now you can see the Windows machine is created. The public IP. So this machine is created now. Let's move to the browser slide and see. We have already seen how to create a EC2 instance, Windows instance in AWS using Terraform. So in later video we will continue this, how to log into this Windows machine, how to copy some of the files from our local machine to the Windows machine, or enabling the IaaS into Windows machine through the Ansible. So this will end to our video. Uh, don't hesitate to ask any kind of questions, right? We'll come back with the solution or the answer. Uh, Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and also comment if you have any query and doubts. Then thank you and bye.